This is the final stop before WrestleMania Backlash. This is SmackDown, coming to you live from Washington, D.C. As SmackDown returns to normalcy, a huge tag team match in the women's division. The SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch, teams up with Carmella to take on Asuka and the number one contender, Sasha Banks. That matchup later tonight. Before they show down at WrestleMania Backlash, they will compete here tonight on SmackDown as Roman Reigns entrusts his cousins and his bloodline in six-man tag action versus Drew McIntyre, the Intercontinental Champion, Big E, and the number one contender for the Intercontinental Championship, Shinsuke Naramura, tonight. And this being basically the first SmackDown since SmackDown returned without Universal Championship Tournament matchups. And we kick things off.
Is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from San Diego, California, weighing in at 175 pounds, Rey Mysterio!
With Rey Mysterio. Now superstars on SmackDown are able to make a name for themselves in other ways, because everything has been primarily focused on the tournament to this point. So we're seeing guys who were eliminated early.
From Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 212 pounds,
making their return to SmackDown, such as a Sami Zayn. Or Rey Mysterio, for that matter. And a lot of questions about the decision for JBL to make SmackDown all tournament all the time. A lot of guys have been waiting and chomping at the bit for their opportunity, waiting on this tournament to wind down, which we are at the final, which will take place at WrestleMania Backlash. The thing is, there's been a lot of guys here who have not been on the show or been in action for a while since they've been eliminated from the tournament. The question is, does that hurt these guys as Mysterio kicks Sami down and now diving from the top? Splashed. That may be it for Sami Zayn right there. Sammy's back to his feet. While Raw had a champion. And you see they have developed new superstars and people have gotten high, such as a Bianca Belair, such as a Shayna Baszler. Oh! Nearly took Mysterio's head off. How about the Hurt Business? So, like, time will tell, but I feel like Raw has established their superstars, probably featured them better. And Mysterio tries again and again. Sami Zayn takes his head off. Now Sami missing. Mysterio's a sliding kick to the knee. I know what Mysterio is thinking there, but it did not turn out the way he envisioned it. Standing moonsault by Sami Zayn. Now Sami. Those left hands and a slap to end it off. And Mysterio, the Hurricane, and he's dialing it up. 6, 1, 9. Dropping the dimes. Cover for Mysterio. Mysterio victorious. So Rey Mysterio getting back in the win column.
Here is your winner, Rey Mysterio!
As SmackDown returns to the superstars of SmackDown. Been a little while since we've seen a lot of these guys, and this being one of them, the reinvention of Baron Corbin into Happy Corbin. Happy to be employed again after being fired.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall.
By Shane
Making his
O'Mac.
way to the ring from Kansas City, weighing in at 275 pounds, Happy Corbin!
Happy Corbin is back, and he was another one of these guys who were eliminated early in the Universal Championship tournament, making their return to SmackDown. Taking on another former NXT champion who made his SmackDown debut in the tournament.
And his opponent from Paducah, Kentucky, weighing in at 190 pounds, Ricochet!
And it's nice to see Ricochet back on SmackDown. So much potential. to be a future superstar, a champion here on SmackDown. And the crowd here in Washington behind the one and only Ricochet. Corbin trying to end this quick. Gets a 1 count. Corbin, the bigger, stronger of the two. Because Ricochet bringing that quickness and agility to the ring. But Corbin has grounded that immediately. And we continue to talk about JBL decision to load the SmackDown card over the past couple weeks. As Corbin loses his advantage and Ricochet fighting back and taking Corbin off his feet. Possibly depriving us of guys like Ricochet who were eliminated early. Oh. But not only that, as Ricochet continues to put a combination of maneuvers together. Nice going upstairs. Ricochet continuing that shooting star press. Gets a 1 count as he takes it to Happy Corbin. But you can see it on the WrestleMania Backlash card right now. It is loaded with Raw matches. Not a lot going on SmackDown. And true, it made for great drama. It made for great end of days on Ricochet. Corbin. 1/10 of a second from victory. Kip up. Ricochet taking Corbin to the top. All the way to the top. It made for pay-per-view WrestleMania style matchups. Spanish fly into a cover. Getting a "This is awesome" chant from the crowd. Ricochet. Once again, another huge maneuver, and again, Corbin. Ricochet, knee to cranium, and that ends it. 3 devastating maneuvers by Ricochet. This may be, I can't remember off the top of my head, Ricochet's first SmackDown victory since coming from NXT. Well, coming up next, we get a little preview of WrestleMania Backlash when Sasha takes on Becky as they're on opposite teams tonight. Sasha teaming with Asuka to take on Becky Lynch and Carmella. Next. Well, one thing that has been strong here on SmackDown, running beside the tournament, has been the women's division. But we haven't seen a lot of the man during this time period.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Dublin, Ireland, the SmackDown Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
One of the marquee matchups at WrestleMania Backlash, Becky Lynch will defend the SmackDown Women's Championship versus Sasha Banks. But tonight she teams with Carmella, who has been poised in her own right to get a shot at that championship.
From Staten Island, New York, Carmella.
Because she has been competing at a high level in the matches we've seen her on SmackDown thus far. As everyone is taken back by the presence of Carmella. And the fans anticipating Asuka. You ask and you shall receive.
And from Osaka, Japan,
Asuka keeps getting involved. A 5-star match after 5-star match. The big match she had with Carmella early on SmackDown returns. And then, not only that, the main event match that she had with Sasha Banks for the #1 contendership. That blew the roof off the place. And now, it's boss time.
and from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
It is a shame that we may never see this entrance ever again in real life in the WWE. But we still get it here. We kick things off with Asuka and Becky Lynch. And that looked like an exploder and Becky. A leg drop. That's the SmackDown Women's Champion with the early advantage over the Empress. Nice little spin wheel kick by Asuka. Asuka taking it to the chair. Fisherman suplex. Becky Lynch has been on another level. As the tag is made to Carmella, who just stomps. Across the neck of Asuka. Asuka needed that tag, and a tag made to the #1 contender. Maybe boss time right here. And Sasha wants to get a piece of Becky here. Goes right after Becky Lynch. Sasha going for the cover. Becky has not returned to the apron since that Banks attack. What a chop. And Sasha choking away at Carmella. Becky may be done here. She may have had enough. Now Carmella gets advantage and Becky's back to the apron. Like a superfly splash on Carmella. Kick out after one. And here we go. Becky and Sasha. With an exploder. And Becky basically gets bankrupted to her to a 2 count. And Sasha into the bank statement. Into a cover by Lynch. Carmella, and manhandle slam. Sasha is left laying. So is Asuka. Sasha goes rushing in, but only fools rush in. Sasha's at it alone here as Asuka is out. They have isolated Asuka on the outside, keeping her neutralized. Banks has found her way again. Cross body by Sasha. And now Sasha rolling through into a cover on the champ. Will she get out of here with the win? Now Becky may be isolated now. Becky was ready for it. Disarm her. Broken up by Sasha. Brilliant. Nice by the champ. What a clothesline. And once again, Becky Lynch standing tall over Asuka, and once again locking in the disarmer. And again, Sasha's there to break it up. Becky's had enough. Has to punch away at Sasha Banks, leaving Asuka in the ring. And it's over. Becky proves why she's the man. Becky during this match was such a ring general and a strategy to beat down Asuka on the outside. Kept her weak. Sasha here almost able to put her away.
Winners, Becky Lynch and Carmella.
Becky Lynch once again victorious on SmackDown. But will she be at WrestleMania Backlash? Back at the beginning of this tournament, in the first round, we were amazed and shocked by the return of John Morrison as The Miz, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. Introduces the man who will be competing in this matchup. Miz and Morrison are the SmackDown Tag Team Champions. John Morrison is in action against one half of the Viking Raiders.
Is scheduled for one fall
That matchup
making his way to the ring, accompanied by The Miz, from Los Angeles, California, weighing in at 215 pounds, one half of the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, John Morrison. And his opponent, accompanied by Ivar, representing the Viking Raiders, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 247 pounds, Erick!
On SmackDown, Viking Raiders in the ring. One half of the Viking Raiders, Erick, versus one half of the team of Miz and Morrison, John Morrison, in this matchup. Just raw brute strength by Erick. Morrison rolling into a pinning combination there. And Morrison, multi-time champion here in WWE, and Intercontinental champion. Ew. So innovative with that offense. And Morrison. In control here of Erick. And what a shot directly to the face of John Morrison. Morrison may be busted open after that shot. What a German suplex. Gut wrench. Powerbomb. Reverse DDT counter by John Morrison. Morrison from the top, dropping an elbow from the top. Not enough to put away Erick. Again, another devastating maneuver. Morrison has mostly been in control, but Erick has hit some impact maneuvers to John Morrison. Morrison. That breakdancing background. The king of parkour. And Erick playing possum. Again, everything Erick does is an impactful maneuver. Go Morrison Starship hang into a cover. And Morrison victorious over Erick from the Viking Raiders.
Ladies and gentlemen, Elias.
Hello, I am Elias. And as the man who holds the power of the wind in his fist, I've got one question for everybody here tonight. Who wants to walk with Elias? Now, I have been all across the world. I've been to Paris, I've been to Italy, all across Europe, South America, South Africa, you name it. Elias has been there, and it has brought me here tonight. And it seems everywhere I go, no matter what I do, a universal truth follows me. And I am certain that everyone here knows it. It is that WWE stands for. I said WWE stands for. Well, I gotta tell you, I certainly came prepared with a song tonight, but before I get started, I need you all to do a few things for me. I need you to silence your cell phones, hold your applause, and shut your mouths. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace, but I see so many stupid people, I wanna punch them in the face. I'm waiting for a town that's not such a disgrace, but I see so many stupid people, I wanna punch them in the face.
Elias's one and only hit that he plays every town he goes.
That's right.
Where he's in action against the Swiss Superman.
And his opponent from Lucerne, Switzerland, weighing in at 232 pounds, Cesaro!
Cesaro, former United States champion, a tag team champion. He's won one of our Royal Rumbles. He has accolades. But yet, still possibly underrated. Talk about a guy who's had a few opportunities since the tournament. Cesaro, who won a round in the Universal Championship tournament. And then competed in the Intercontinental Championship Triple Threat match that all the quarterfinalists got to compete in, which was eventually ultimately, Cesaro came up short in that one. Another opportunity to be champion. Countered by Elias. Cesaro still on his feet. Elias ducking the clothesline. Talk about guys maybe being underrated. Elias. Though we bring this up every time Elias is on screen. But there was a time when he was up and coming. Look at the match he had here on SmackDown. Back in WWE 2K20 against John Cena. Which took Cena to the limit. Power bombed off the barricade.
5, 6.
Taking the task with that European uppercut, and again, Elias finds himself on the outside. And again, Elias breaks free. Whatever Cesaro has planned there. Not worked out to this point. We're going to do it again. And this time, Cesaro with the strength and the power, and that is not a light man there with that muscle mass that Elias has. And Elias has a lot of fight in him. And that may be it. Is all she wrote for Elias? No. Cesaro still kicking out of rolling into the Elias too busy showboating to the fans. Elias to the top. What is he going for here? Axe handle, and he's met with a fist to the gut. Cesaro going for that no-handed, swinging around on the back of the shoulders, the broad shoulders of Cesaro, and he's neutralized Elias. Cesaro fights back. The pure strength that we marvel at all the time from Cesaro. But here, it looked like it may have been over. Out of nowhere, two huge maneuvers by Elias. But Cesaro just at the last moment getting his shoulder up. Sky's the limit for Cesaro. Well, coming up next is our main event. Roman Reigns and the Usos take on Drew McIntyre, Big E, and Shinsuke Nakamura. That matchup is next. It's main event time here in DC. When we see Roman Reigns and McIntyre after tonight, one of them will be SmackDown's Universal Champion. But one last stop for the head of the table.
Is a six-man tag team match. Introducing first, from Pensacola, Florida, weighing in at 265 pounds, Roman Reigns.
Roman Reigns is chomping at the bit to get his hands on the Universal Championship. And as we've seen through this tournament, nobody's been more ruthless. Nobody's been more conniving. No one has been more like strategistic, as I can't get it out, of the use of his cousins in the matchups and things of that nature to help him ensure that he advances. And now it's just one more match to win for Roman to be champion once again.
And at a combined weight of 479 pounds, Jimmy and Jay, the Usos.
They've been in it together throughout this tournament. Don't forget Jay getting involved in the Big E Roman Reigns tournament matchup.
Kyoto, Japan, weighing in at 220 pounds, he is the artist known as Shinsuke Naramura!
The fans in the WWE Universe seem to be back behind Shinsuke. With the off key. Feel that Big E and Shinsuke are teaming up, and they'll be opponents at WrestleMania Backlash.
And representing the New Day, from Tampa, Florida, weighing in at 285 pounds, the WWE Intercontinental Champion, Big E!
I don't think anybody has had a meteoric rise like Big E has had with this SmackDown. Time after being separated from the New Day. Instant stardom. Almost for Big E. And you talk about Roman Reigns chomping at the bit to get the opportunity. How long has Drew McIntyre waited to get his hands back on the Universal Championship after losing it to Daniel Bryan? Finally, that opportunity is in front of him. He's one win away as well.
From Ayr, Scotland, weighing in at 254 pounds, Drew McIntyre.
Shinsuke or Roman kick things off. Roman just swinging that breaker to the king of strong style. Immediately Shinsuke been taken to school by the ruthless Roman Reigns. Now Shinsuke able to block that kick. Gonna land some of those strikes. As Roman staggered. Tag made to the Intercontinental Champion, whose opportunity to be Universal Champion was probably lost due to Jey Uso. Turns his back. Everybody wanting to get in a piece. Everybody wants to get a piece of Roman, and now the tag made to Jimmy. Just as McIntyre was trying to get his. Set out. Like sky high. And quickly. This thing almost ended right there. As McIntyre completely dominating. Jimmy able to fight his way out of there. He may need a tag here. Spine buster. I don't know if you want the smoke. Oh, tries a little bit of razzle dazzle, shades of their father. Rikishi, that's not the time or the place to use it. Versus the Scottish Terminator. Jimmy is taking a beating at the hands of McIntyre and now Big E. Now the history between the New Day and the Usos know each other very well. This may buy Jimmy some time as he tosses Iggy all the way over the top rope and makes the tag to his brother, Jay. Iggy comes back in swinging. Now the tag made to Shinsuke. Being a strong style with the knee. He about to be disqualified. A 5-second count to get out of there. Then the illegal man, and here comes the head of the table. Here comes Roman Reigns. And he's drugged down by Jey Uso. My shin. Roman gets a hold of Nakamura. And hung him out to dry. Roman. Jim fakes the tag, runs at Jimmy. He's up getting power slammed. Nakamura gets out. German suplex. Makes the tag to Big E. And Big E gets power slammed by Jimmy Uso. Big E running into the corner and tossing Jay to the mat. Now Big E going for that big splash. And going for the cover. Remember, Jimmy is taking a beating. Roman breaking it up. Tag made to McIntyre. Oh! Counter. Nice counter. McIntyre was thinking future shock, I think, there. Instead, Jimmy fighting his way out. Roman outside with Nakamura. Jimmy has completely changed the game here. Goes up. Tag made to Big E. Nakamura's in trouble as he's been taken down. Big E. Big ending. Cover. 1, 2. Broken up by Roman. Big E. Big ending. Once again, a second one. And again, Roman not gonna let it happen. Roman fighting his way out of the corner. Nakamura. This is turned into the battle on the outside. Nakamura just gets the shoulder up. No. Shinsuke goes for the cover. And now McIntyre now into the ring. And Roman makes the tag. I don't think McIntyre knows that Roman's the legal man. Roman McIntyre back to his feet. Claymore kick to Roman Reigns. If that happens at WrestleMania Backlash, this thing may end. Broken up by Jay. Another cover by McIntyre. The Romans had time to recover. Hooking, future shock, DDT. Looking for it again, Claymore kick. McIntyre, the first, I believe, to pin Roman Reigns since Kofi Kingston. In our very first show back to take his title, Drew McIntyre has sent a message. To Roman.
Here are your winners, Shinsuke Nakamura, Big E, and Drew McIntyre.
That he'll have to think about as they head into their championship match at WrestleMania Backlash.